Okay, so we're going to give our feedback now from the 3 rehearsals that we've done today. Our first rehearsal was more of a kind of blocking and talking about where movement needs to be and just figuring out cue lines, etc. And then our second one was polishing it, and then the final one we did was our polished version, which we're probably going to be using for the final piece with a few adjustments. So, Chloe, what do you believe first? What was your feedback?
Well, I'll just talk about the development that we had. When we first did it, the first run through we'd done, we had me and Sam both kind of dressed Kieran in the lab coat, and then we found that maybe it wasn't like aggressive enough. It didn't look like we had enough power, so we got Sam to do it on his own, and he introduced some clicking, which made
the clicking kind of made it kind of almost like a timer, and it was working towards, it adds more tension, because if I'm clicking my fingers, then it's like, if you don't hurry up, then something bad's going to happen. And
it puts enforcement in it as well.
Yeah.
And we also played around with putting the tape around the back of the chair as well, and actually, instead of Kieran pretending he's struggling, actually struggled to get out.
Yeah.
And I definitely preferred him actually struggling than obviously pretending to. And we also played around with putting the tape on his face a bit harder, because we found that it kept on falling off. So we acted putting it on harder, which actually helped us further, because we didn't have to keep on applying it and things like that.
You're passing the baton?
Yes, you pass.
Yes. I think with the spit that Kieran does, and I like his reaction. That was really good. And we spoke about it after the rehearsal, but my character, I think, need to have like a bigger reaction, and I think it'd be really good if like you kind of almost drag me back, or do something to be like, not yet, there's still more time. But yeah, I think that, and then I think I like the position that we have. I like that you're quite by the table the whole time, and
it shows that I'm quite protective of
yeah,
and I've done it before, so I'm trying to make sure everything's perfect.
Yeah. Whereas my character's obviously bouncing around Kieran a lot. I kind of want to play more on levels a bit as well.
And we kind of played around with rhythm in terms of how as my character, it'd probably be a bit slower and more powerful. In terms of clicking, it would probably be like a very definite, whereas Sam's would have been way more like all over the place.
A lot more unsustained, and a lot more heavy. I'd probably say I have a lot more heavy movements rather than Des, who would have kind of lighter, more sustained and definite movements. But Kieran, our victim, what's your opinions on it as an outsider?
I think, in like an actual situation like that, I'd be very terrified. Like when, near the start, when you guys are fiddling with all the torture stuff, it's very, in an actual situation, I think someone would definitely be terrified to see all those things on a table, and you guys fiddling, I don't know, just playing about with it, and what you're gonna do to me. And then Chloe going up behind me and cutting my hair, having a crazy person touching me. That's really, I don't know, it's very creepy. And
is there anything you want us to do that you really think would kind of scare you? Because I tried to get in your face a little bit more, and when I knelt down and I tried to get in your face, what was your opinions?
One bit, I think, when you're doing the crying bit, and you say I love it, I think get up in my face, proper close up to me and say it. I think that would terrify me more, because at that point, when you're crying, I feel for me, sat there, I felt it'd be is he having a change of heart kind of thing?
Yeah.
Are you having second thoughts about this? So for me in that position, I probably think like, oh, maybe I'm gonna be okay. Maybe he's not this kind of person, and then you get in my face and shout, I love it, and then it's just like, oh no.
Yeah, no, yeah, I agree. Yeah,
That's
you
it,
say
really.
that's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, that was our feedback on New World Order.